Welcome to the deep dive. We're plunging into some really extraordinary sources today.
We are indeed.
Our mission, really, is to connect ancient prophecies with, well, modern data science, texts, to uncover this unfolding story. It's about a prophesied end-time messenger, sometimes called the Elijah priest, and his tool for revelation, the Urim-Thummim.
Yeah, and the amazing thing, is how different kinds of evidence seem to line up. We're talking scriptural clues, genetic markers, even hidden codes in the Bible, and this rediscovered artifact. It paints a surprisingly coherent picture for you.
Okay, right, let's unpack that. First up is the scriptural foundation. You mentioned a pattern, like a set of 8 specific Bible verses.
Not random.
Exactly, not random at all. They come from different books, different authors, but they form this kind of mini-cycle, you see. Covenant, trespass, judgment, and then redemption. It's a recurring theme.
The covenant of the 8th course, you called it. So what's the significance of 8th? Well, it points to a specific divine blueprint. It highlights Phineas, from Numbers 25 for his zeal. And then centuries later, Nehemiah 12 mentions the 8th priestly course. That's Abijah's course.
Yeah.
And here's the kicker. Luke 1.5, it places Zacharias, John the Baptist's father, right in that specific course.
Wow. So right at the start of the new covenant.
Precisely. It's like these threads weave together across Scripture, pinpointing moments, people. It's not just lineage, it's a pattern.
You also mentioned something about a chiastic structure. For listeners maybe not familiar, what's that about?
Ah, right. Think of it like a mirror pattern in writing. ABCBA, sort of. The start matches the end, the middle holds the main point. And in these verses, judgment sits right at the center. It suggests that judgment is key before restoration.
Makes sense. And Ezekiel and Haggai also mention 8.
Yeah. Ezekiel's 8 steps toward the temple, Haggai's timing key. It all reinforces this 8th course as the path back.
Okay, so that's the ancient scriptural pattern. But you said modern science offers something too, like a physical link.
Sort of a physical echo, yeah. Modern genetics. It's quite stunning, actually. We're looking at Y-DNA haplogroups. These are genetic markers passed purely down the male line.
Okay.
Now, the R1b haplogroup, it's really common in Western Europe now, right? But its ancient origins, they're actually in Western and Central Asia.
Right, okay. And the surprising part...
Get this. They found that same R1b group in Egyptian mummies from the 18th dynasty, like Tutankhamun.
Tutankhamun had R1b. Wow!
And even more directly relevant, it's found in a very specific group of modern Jewish Kohanim priests.
Priests, okay. But these Kohanim, they don't have European ancestry mixed in.
Exactly. A distinct group, no European admixture. So the question becomes, could this R1b marker identify that specific zealous Finian Abijah line, like a sort of priesthood within a priesthood preserved genetically?
A genetic fingerprint matching the scriptural pattern. That's pretty compelling. But there's more. Something encoded in the text.
Yes. Beyond the surface reading, we're talking about equidistant letter sequence analysis, ELS.
ELS. That's where you find hidden words by skipping letters.
That's the one. You search for meaningful terms at fixed intervals, and sometimes patterns emerge that seem, well, non-random.
And there's a specific ELS matrix relevant here.
A recent one, yes. It shows the name Elizabeth representing that priestly line, the covenant appearing on both the horizontal and vertical axes.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
Like Zacharias' wife.
Representing that line, yes. And intersecting that name, Leanne.
Leanne.
Identified as the personal nickname of the wife of the individual who's central to this whole prophetic picture.
Okay. And the individual himself.
His name, Dallas, appears parallel to Elizabeth. It's this geometric intertwining.
So Elizabeth, Leanne, Dallas.
Yeah.
All locked together in the text.
Exactly. And it seems progressive. An earlier matrix from 1999 just had a general term like babe, but now it's the specific name Leanne. It suggests maybe that the text reveals more over time, pointing towards specific people, a prophesied union, almost like a modern Adam and Eve.
Incredible. Scripture, genetics, codes. And finally, you mentioned an artifact, something tangible.
The Urim-Thummim, or an Urim-Thummim, described very specifically.
Tell us about it.
It's described as a flat oval stone, jasper. It has a top 12-karat gold engraved.
Graves with what?
A tree of life, a serpent, and a lion of Judah. And it's said to have 7 eyes, which links straight to a prophecy in Zechariah 3.9.
7 eyes, okay. And the gold 12 karat, that's significant.
It seems to be. That specific purity, 12 karat, was known as Bislig gold in the pre-colonial Philippines, which connects the artifact geographically to Mindanao.
The Philippines. Why there?
Well, there's a belief connecting the Garden of Eden to the Philippines, and Bislig City itself is seen as a modern prophetic hotspot. And maybe not coincidentally, the wife, Leanne, is actually a native of Bislig City.
Wow, okay, that ties the person, the place, and the artifact together quite tightly.
It does.
And this Urim-Thummim, described as divinely made, is seen as fulfilling prophecy.
The thinking is it might be the key of David from Revelation 3.7. A tool to restore that direct, infallible divine guidance that was, lost after the high priest Eli's time. Its reappearance now could be fulfilling prophecies like Hosea 3, which talks about Israel being without king or priest for a long time, but then returning.
So bringing it all together.
Right. You have these distinct streams, the scriptural pattern of the eighth course.
The R1b genetic marker pointing to a specific lineage.
The ELS codes seemingly confirming individuals.
And the reappearance of this specific Urim-Thummim artifact linked geographically.
They all seem to converge. The interpretation is that they point to the identification of a specific end-time messenger, this Elijah priest figure.
Seen as fulfilling that Joshua-type priest role from Zechariah 3, maybe, holding both the priestly lineage, Phinehas, Abijah, and Elijah's prophetic role.
That's the idea,
Yeah.
and the Urim-Thummim becomes his credential, you could say, the instrument for perfect revelation.
Needed to restore that direct link to God. And, as Malachi 3 puts it, to help discern between the righteous and the wicked in the last days.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, we've laid out these connections. What does the synthesis actually mean for you, listening right now?
Well, it definitely raises a big question, doesn't it? If you accept this evidence, if ancient prophecies seem to be getting corroborated by really specific modern data, DNA, hidden codes, artifacts showing up in specific places, what does that imply?
Does it suggest divine plans are unfolding right now, maybe in ways we didn't expect?
Perhaps. And maybe it points to a restoration of direct spiritual authority coming from unexpected quarters.
It certainly asks you to consider a world where maybe hidden patterns are being revealed.
Yeah.
Patterns potentially guiding us to, profound new ways of seeing history, prophecy, and maybe our own part in it all. Something to think about.